just gonna test, make sure everything's good. Back off. Alright. Okay, so it looks like we're good. Well, first issue, trash ass skin, so.
Humans, I suppose.
Yeah, I can see it.
This looks like the best team in the solar system.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture.
We'll show them a trick or two.
Good amp. They're playing pretty open. See, it's gonna be hard to actually VOD review you because it's also team things. So it's gonna be an issue. You're playing a bit out in the open right now. I can, if it doesn't change at all, I can definitely see you just getting picked constantly like that. And you guys keep focusing the back line. You need to be focusing the monkey. Please don't speed. Okay, so right there, that was not needed. If you switch over to speed, it's fine, but like you don't need to. With the comp that you're running, everyone has fast mobility in order to get in there. You want to try to save your amp, either for amp heals mid-fight, because again, this healing combo is low heals, as well as, or to speed on to int further if they're low enough, which they aren't right now, or what was the last one? To disengage, or disengage from ults. However, this is just a neutral, so you're fine right now. But again, I didn't like that speed or the amp. Again, just focusing the wrong thing. That amp was, I didn't really see how low everyone was. Yep, naturally just keeping it on speed here, or heals, but we're down one, everyone's dying, we get out. No. 10 seconds. You have to be wall riding for 10 seconds before it doesn't count for the Lucio credit, for ult charge at least. Okay, you can't be going bridge, you need to be going white room. You never want to leap in as monkey. Beat, alright, let's see beat. Shut the fuck up. I don't think beat was really necessary. Can't really, yeah, this would be going back.
This music stops for no one. Pick it up, pick it up.
Okay, we speed. Again, don't really need to speed. We beat, yeah, we can't, we really shouldn't try to stack double support ults. Nobody was really low. Yeah, I wouldn't have beat engaged there. Don't get me wrong, yes, I probably would have. However, hindsight going through the VODs, probably should look to save it more for mid-fight than engaging. Beating first to engage is never as good as getting a good beat off mid-fight. So, they're low. They counter beat. We're all healthy for now. Okay, you want to look to displace the Winston. Oh god, nice juggle. Nice fucking juggle. Okay, you just need to work on your wall riding, my guy. Yeah, it shouldn't have taken you that long to get up. That's fine.
This is restricted airspace. Who else wants a piece of this inject?
You can go aggro for that.
I'm on the objective.
Pick it up.
Speed, not heals. You amp for heals, not speed. When we go in for a Death Blossom, you should be trying to amp speed into that. Jesus, they stalled it to 99. Yeah, it's just a rip.
Ready for battle.
So I think so far it's mainly the beat that you did use was beating to engage. I think was it both times, or did you die the time before? I don't remember. Well, at least the one time that I spoke about it, you were beating to engage. You want to try to save it for mid-fight, because again, that's that ebb and flow. You want to work with it. You don't want to, try to bash into it with your own ults. Because that's just going to lead into messy, chaotic, and potentially more of a losing situation. Amps. With it being low healing, you want to see a little bit more of your team chunked before you, not necessarily chunked, but more damage than what you have been. You're gonna build a lot faster if you time your amps right, so that everyone is getting healed, more healing than. Sorry, 1 second. Sorry. I don't know what I was saying. I lost my thought. I don't know. Wall riding, you need to look to be work on it. Like it doesn't seem like you just have the hours on Lucio. And don't be afraid to go for a couple more plays. Like you could have gone on that Reaper when they were staggering and knocked him off. He had no wraith, no way of getting back up.
Capture.
Change of plans. Let's win this time.
These foes are rough.
I'll turn it up.
That was an okay amp. You had some people that were still low. Now, see, right there, that would be a perfect amp. That would have been a perfect amp opportunity because both your monkey and your Kiriko was low. Now amping is fine. You're low, Reaper's low, and Kiriko is.
Let's kick this off.
Enemies, time to fight.
It's an okay amp if everyone is a little closer. But you want to try to play a little bit closer to your Sojourn. Everyone else is pretty survivable. Your monkey has his leap to get out. In the perfect way to play this comp, you want to play next to the Sojourn because Kiriko has her two CDs that are very defensive in nature. Reaper obviously has his fade. Monkey has bubble and leap. Sojourn's the only one that really needs any kind of peel. Peel from a dive really, because everyone else can use some sort of ability to get out. So you want to try to stay with her a little bit more. So when that monkey went on, you boop him away. Nice. Now if you amp, that's cool. Alright, so let's see how you use beat here. Unlucky. We're gonna have to back off. Don't like that at all. Don't like that at all. Not only did you amp heals for someone who's barely getting dove, but they also have their CDs back. That, you know, this is the start of a new fight. They should have their CDs back, which they did use Suzu, and they used their leap to get out, which, you know, not the best on them, but it's fine. You did flip the map, and now you Kitsune. I'm okay with that beat. Unlucky with the... Okay, you should have moved him away from you. Did we use Kitsune? Yeah, we did. Okay. So again, it's... I think your amping is kind of is the big issue for you at the moment. The beat I thought was okay. I was fine with it.
Done playing around.
But you just using beat to counter an alt doesn't mean you can't also do more to prohibit any kind of alt further. You know, as Lucio, you do have the boop for appealing ability, so booping him away from your entire team looks to be it is better to do.
This ends now.
You guys should have just kited that. Oh, you got kicked out of it, but yeah. Good attempt to peel for your Kiriko, but... Wait, no, your Kiriko's alive. My bad. Yeah, I'm fine with that amp. But that fight was really messy. You could have just gave him a couple more percentages just to fight that. Run into aggressive. Good, I like the amp speed there. That was good. Launch your ass.
And you thought I was rusty. Target's locked. Open fire.
Yeah, I'll turn it up.
Don't need. Yeah, okay. You didn't have it anyway. Alright, coming up to beat here. They have 4 ults coming into this. Yikes. Yeah, we'll see how you use it. So, if you're alt tracking correctly and you know what they have, which a lot of this has been chaotic, I doubt you know what they have. However, let's say, again, hindsight, VOD review, seeing this, they're about to come up to 4 alts, right? So, being that you're up in percentage, you want to try to play a little bit more aggressively so that you can, one, try to catch them off guard. Most of this comp is very back and forth. It's very, everything is very, God, what's the word? Telegraphed. Everything is kind of telegraphed in the comp, or at least should be. So by playing aggressive and looking to throw them off with something, you don't really have anything, so it's kind of hard. But going in for a hard dive onto something, to whether that forces stuff, could force Primal, might force Death Blossom. Since you guys only have the 2 alts, just don't use any alts, go aggressive, try to force stuff. Good peel for your... good peel, but you shouldn't have been that close to him. You boop him back and you can back away.
That was just a sound check.
That was interesting.
What am I missing?
These lives will kill you.
This ends now.
That was interesting.
What am I missing?
Okay, so you got at least 3 ults out of them. All they have is DPS ults. Again, you're beating to engage. That's not great. Okay, Kiriko is low, but you did it even before knowing she was low. You were just beating to engage as well as for the Sojourn ult. Good beat, got everyone. They kite, great kite from them. And then they re-engage unless we get a pick. Our monkey feeds, not really, yeah. And there it is. So again, you're using these beats to engage. Yeah, just play around with it. I'm not an expert on this comp, but yeah, definitely play around with your beats. Instead of doing it to engage, try to look for it more in the mid fight, okay? I know they popped the Sojourn ult, and I don't know if you just did it instinctively at the same time because of it, which is not a bad thing. Again, because once you did beat, yes, your Kiriko was low, you kept going in, they popped Sojourn ult, that's going to negate most of her rails in there. However, after that, it was kind of just a team diff. Your Winston goes too far in, they kite very nicely, and it just kind of falls apart from there. Go ahead and look at next map. I'm probably only going to do 2 maps here. And amps. Amps was the other things that you were kind of struggling on.
Traveling to ready for battle.
Sorry, another second.
No one's on that. Damage intensified.
Ready for battle.
I'm Dinah
Defend objective.
You're here to look at your mercy. Yikes.
Ready for battle.
That was a good amp, it's just nobody was staying together for it. Alright, not watching that one.
Ready for battle.
it's not the best use of your amp when you're just doing it for your tank or somebody a squishy who's low, because you're not going to get as much heals as you were in a mid fight. That shouldn't be how you're using it. However, I understand why you're using it and in the circumstance. However, I'm saying however a lot. Your Kiriko should be the one that's healing him up. He's taking way too much poke and dying too quickly. That's why you're having to use your amp early. And yeah.
Pushing ahead. Take them out.
Yeah, I'll turn it up.
Where's the boop? Where's the boop? That's not a good boop. That's not the boop I wanted. Ah, you did it again. If you're mainly using it for heals or for speed, that's fine. You know, have it on speed, amp, you speed in, you're being aggressive. While you're in the air, you switch over to heals for a second. You give everyone, you know, an extra 20, 30 HP with your heals. And then you switch back to speed and you keep going. I don't mind that as much. So like that one was better, but your cue was somebody's low, I need to amp heals, right?
Oh, you'll want to hear this. This beat will heal you up. Let's do it faster.
Resting on heals passively without going in. Rest the music on heals just so you're healing up that chip damage, giving you alt charge. Now amping speed, I'd go for it. You're down. They're down one. You need to go. Amp speed. There you go.
Look at us go.
All right, you got 2 pigs. You're backing. That's fine.
What's that?
Just a little more and we'll take the lead. Party time, let's go.
Yeah, so you're also not playing push how you probably should be playing it. Just by seeing them all group up and like beelining it towards point, you can tell someone's about to use an ult, and they kind of have the advantage. Yes, you're inside. However, you guys should try to back up a little bit so it's more of a neutral fight. With them, they actually have some high ground. They have that bridge control.
We need to rescue the robot.
That's why you see in Owl people like leave the bot just to go back to the middle, especially in like early season of Owl. That's what happened. Is losing my thought again. Is they'd get the bot to a certain point and then completely back off so they could have a neutral fight.
Let's stop them in their tracks.
Let's get into a healing rhythm.
Not so fast.
Sorry, I didn't even realize that you had beat.
Let's stop them in their tracks.
Get into this groove.
They beat. We're a little bit low.
Oh, let's break it.
We beat this. Okay, I like the beat because he's using alt. You compound the beat on top of it to help him out. I like it. It works.
Keep pushing for the lead.
Move it, robot.
This ends now. It's go time.
You're caught out of position.
We dropped the robot. Get him back.
Deployed.
Their numbers are greater than ours.
Hitting the ground running.
Enemy team is pushing forward.
See? It's exactly what they did. You guys have high ground control, they back, taking a more neutral fight. I don't know why they didn't back up more, but...
We need to rescue the robot.
Careful, we're outnumbered.
We can't let them keep pushing.
Switching tracks.
Onward and upward.
My ultimate is ready. Let the Kitsune guide you.
United.
Hey there.
This ends now.
They have the robot.
Again, you're using it every time for the Sojourn ult.
This music stops for no
I think you're kind of almost being forced to use it because of how your team is playing. You're playing very much out in the open, and they're just playing faster. I don't know.
Progress is still progress.
The enemy's pushing. That's not good. How's that for sound therapy? Oh, yeah.
I'm on my game now.
Enemies. Time to
Escorting the robot.
Let the healing sound wash over you.
Ultimate's charging.
Let's do it.
I did like that amp. You were at least it looked like you were expecting a lot of damage to come through. Use it for it.
Target down.
Looking at the Soldier, not the Reaper.
Ends now.
my
Favorite part.
They took the robot from us.
Two minutes.
Enemy team is pushing forward.
Where are the boosts, my guy? Every time the Winston comes in, you need to boop him back, okay? That's going to negate most of his value when it comes to using that jump pack. Every time you see him come in and you have it off CD, you boop his ass out of the way.
Oh, let's break it. Damn!
That's fine, as long as we get aggressive. Probably didn't need to boop him back.
Speed it up, everyone.
Winston dies, right? Yeah, okay, good. Stop booping away. That wasn't needed. What are we doing? Again, you won the fight, they're backing up. You don't have to necessarily have to amp heals. Yes, you have it back online, but you could have used it for... I'm nitpicking, I'm sorry. It's fine. Could have just gotten more value out of it, but going towards your Reaper and your Winston if you can. Left him out to dry. Winston and Reaper aren't playing together. Should have went to the left side, not straight at him.
30 seconds.
Maybe I'll try something different this time.
The spring flows anew.
Break up the pain. I feel this in my...
Okay, so you didn't need to speed out of spawn because now you have 10 seconds without using heals. If they go aggressive, you're fucked. Which they might. Yeah. Yep. Don't need to speed out of spawn. They're coming up pretty close. You don't need to do that anyway. Most of your team is high mobility anyway. Good boop to get them off your Winston, but...
The arcade's gonna stay.
Well, you're not wrong. Definitely big issues with your timings on beat. You were using it for the Sojourn ult, but you guys got to play some corners more. Make it so it's not forced out of you. All of you are playing out in open space. That's free reign for the Sojourn. That's just head clicks for her or him, whoever's playing it. I don't know. I don't think I ever saw you try to disengage from anything either. Whether you're not liking how a fight's looking or not, you need to be vocal about that and say something. Amping. So you gotta trust your Kiriko a little bit more to actually heal and to save the CDs. If you don't, that's kind of an issue, because just like any Lucio Unga Bunga comp, if you don't, then you're not going to get as much value out of amp heals as you could. You're also using amp heals quite often just for like one or two people, when instead you could be using it for could be using it more for a large chunk of your team that is low, or a large chunk of your team that's been poked out, 50 plus HP. You're just going to build ult faster and faster. Otherwise, everything else, I think you just need a lot more time on Lucio. Lucio is, would I say the hardest? In my opinion, is probably one of the hardest heroes that you have to learn, that a support learns, just because there's so many different aspects to it. It's very... If you heal too much, you're not doing enough. If you speed too much, you're definitely not doing enough. You also have to do wall riding. You also have to aim. You also have to look to peel. All this stuff. So just getting some more time under your belt for it. Like you said, you did make it pretty far in the tournament. I don't know how high they placed, but they definitely had a higher tempo than you guys, and they seem to know how to play the comp a little bit better, especially their Monkey and their Reaper that were playing more as a unit than your guys' were. You guys just didn't play the comp as good as it needs to. If anything, you just need to learn the simple jobs within the comp. There's much more smaller macro things that are more micro, if that makes sense. Yeah. Am I missing anything else? Anytime the Winston comes in, make sure you're booping him back. You need to negate values out of your CDs. You're by booping him, you're CD trading. And anytime you can trade a CD for an alt, that's even better. So that's all I have. Hopefully this helps. If not, well, shit, I'm sorry. Well, no, good job.